Hey guys, let's talk about what I just saw. Well, this wasn't quite the quest I signed up for. The new medieval fantasy film from perpetual weird-ass movie factory A24, The Green Knight, based on the tale of Sir Gawain and the Green Knight in the King Arthur lore, is out in theaters, and it was unfortunately not a very good film overall, despite what the critics would tell you. The film is about Gawain, the nephew of King Arthur, who aspires to be one of the Knights of the Round Table, but is also unsure if he's worthy of such an honor. One Christmas Eve, a monstrous creature called the Green Knight arrives at Camelot to offer a challenge to Arthur's knights. One would engage him in combat, and when they struck a blow against him, they would win his axe, but at the cost of being bound to an agreement to meet him again at the distant Green Chapel and allow him to inflict the same injury in return. Gawain, in a reckless show of bravado, beheads the Green Knight and is shocked to find that such an attack doesn't kill him. Now duty-bound to find him a year later and fulfill his end of the bargain, Gawain sets out on a grim path that would test his commitment to having what it takes to be a man of honor. That said, there were a few things I liked about it. To give credit where credit is due, Dev Patel does try his best to give a compelling performance as Gawain, even with the overly reserved dialogue he's given. The Green Knight is also visually impressive, as he looks like a cross between an Ent from Lord of the Rings and a super soldier. The actress playing Gawain's love interest, and Joel Edgerton as an enigmatic lord he comes across during his journey, also give charmingly quirky performances. Unfortunately, the film's flaws are very glaring. For one thing, this movie is the epitome of style over substance, as it's often more concerned with surreal imagery and or muted color grittiness than just deciding to get on with it. It also suffers from really awkward, stilted dialogue from the majority of the cast, with King Arthur coming off like a senile grandfather, and many of the people Gawain comes across in his journey coming off as people who either don't know how to emote or are overly sinister for no real reason. It also distractingly introduces Alicia Vikander as a seductive temptress, complete with a fan-servicey costume, right out of nowhere in the film's last act, which doesn't really fit with the look of the film beforehand. Finally, the film decides to completely change the ending of the original story in a way that just comes off as a mean-spirited troll move. Granted, I understand that this isn't the kind of film I would be normally into, but I still have to be honest about what I felt about it. Overall, I'd give The Green Knight a C at best. While it has a lead performance that tries to be compelling, a nice visual design for its title character, and a couple of fun side characters, its aggressive style over substance attitude, questionable acting overall, questionable fan service, and questionable changes from its source material in its ending really made it a tedious and largely unpleasant film for me personally. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell. Also, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. And if you have any spare change, there's always my Patreon. By the way, special thanks to Patreon supporter L'Oreal McNabb. Have a nice day.